Today on Dr. Phil, we're following up with some of our most memorable parents and their children. She was too sexy too soon.
I have a daughter who's 11 going on 21.
Doesn't she look way better? He was the bully.
I was so surprised the results that it produced.
She does what I say, and she goes, I was shocked that it actually worked. Who got it, and who needs a second dose of my advice? You didn't like me before, you're gonna hate me today. You are fighting for your daughter tooth and nail. You put her in drug rehab. You're not giving up on her. Coming up, let's do it. I want you to get excited about your life. If you're gonna talk to me, you're gonna have to be honest. This is gonna be a changing day in your life. Y'all look great. All right, I've talked to a lot of parents on this stage who were battling their children over everything from drugs to dresses. And if you got teenagers, you're going to remember some of this stuff today. I know a lot of you wonder what happens to the guests when they leave. Don't y'all wonder? Yeah. You say, yeah, he thinks he's pretty cool, but let's see. That's when they get home. Well, today we're following up with some of our most memorable parents and children. Some of them are good, some of them we got some work to do. That's okay. Sally was here in November, frustrated her daughter Victoria was dressing too sexy too soon. You remember them? Yes. All right, things have really changed. Take a look.
My name is Sally. I have a daughter named Victoria who's 11 going on 21. She started wearing eyeshadows really caked on, and you can't go out looking like that. She's wearing thong underwear.
Where are you going? Mom! Not like that, you're not, young lady. Why not? Because it's totally inappropriate.
Who's running this family? Are you running the family?
Exactly. Yeah. When I went on the show, I was pretty offended at Dr. Phil asking who's the parent here. But now, maybe he was right. Maybe I was trying to stay on her good side rather than really enforcing the rules.
You are the mother, and you have to lay down the law and say, tell you what, girl, we're not going to do this. And if she gets unhappy with that, then she can just get over it.
I think that they're my clothes and I should be able to wear them, and that's what I like.
You are a cute little girl, but the key word in there is little girl, okay?
I walked out thinking, whatever, I'm going to do what I want to do.
She tried to intensify it and was trying to make him worse. The first time we caught Victoria trying to sneak out with the slinky clothes under the jacket, we put our foot down and we grounded her right then and there for a month. And boy, did that get her attention.
I've been grounded more in the past 3 months than I've been grounded in the last 2 years. I was really mad. I was just like, I can't believe she took his advice.
But after the show aired, she got a lot of negative feedback and she was so humiliated.
When it came on, I was just like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I looked like that.
I noticed Victoria started changing her looks. I didn't see thongs again. She's cut her bangs. Instead of looking like a 25-year-old, she looks like a very cute 11-year-old again.
Hey, Tori, that's cute. What do you think?
I like it.
Instead of Victoria withdrawing from me when I set and enforced the rules, it's actually brought us much closer together. Not only did Victoria need discipline, but deep down, she really wanted it.
I have a poster of Dr. Phil above my bed because he's the reason that I changed. He's cool. I watch his show.
Thanks, Dr. Phil. We couldn't have done it without you.
All right. Now, honestly, doesn't she look way better? And part of it's the way you look, and part of it's your attitude. Okay, I don't want to like hit you in the head now. And before it was like, you got to really wake you up. So grounding actually woke you up.
Yeah, I didn't really think that she would stick to it and take your advice, but she did.
Yeah? So what does that tell you? She's 11 and she's saying, I knew she wouldn't do it.
That's great. It's exactly what I needed to do, was to just be really consistent and stick to what I said.
So why did it offend you when I said, who is the parent here?
Well, I thought that was self-evident, but I didn't realize.
It was self-evident.
That I was, sometimes when you're in the middle of something, you just don't realize that you're caught in a cycle, and until someone else really brings it to your attention, and just gives you that impetus to go ahead and move forward and make the changes that, you might know you need to make or be afraid to make, that's what it took.
So how's life for you? How's it going?
It's good. I feel a lot more confident about myself, and I feel a lot better.
Yeah? So why?
Because I didn't realize how I looked before, really. Until I really saw the show, and I'm just like, are people watching this? Oh my gosh.
She didn't want anyone to see the show. We came out here and she was all, Miss Hollywood and Miss hurrah, and look at me. But when it came time for the show, she was afraid people were going to see it. And that was the start of the change, even before the show aired.
So sometimes it's good to step back and look at yourself, and the camera doesn't lie. So you need to learn that now, if the camera doesn't lie, so you can always know that and it gives you an idea of what you're presenting to other people. So how's school going?
It's going good.
Yeah?
Yeah. A lot of people at first when they saw the show, they're like, I didn't get good feedback about it.
Yeah? What'd they say to you?
They're just like, yeah, you look bad. You look trashy. And I'm just like, gee, thanks.
Okay, but that was good that was honest feedback, right?
Yeah.
Because don't you see that was an image that you were putting out, and they told you. So have you lost all your friends and everything?
Oh, no.
So I figured everybody had not having to do with you if you started being yourself instead of who they were wanting you to be.
Yeah.
Didn't work out that way? You still have all your friends?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you got your mom?
Yep.
And you guys are hanging together?
That's the greatest thing of all, is that we're closer than ever, and I thought it was going to have the opposite effect. And, we're spending more time together than we have since she was a little girl. We're playing games and going to movies and hanging out, and but I'm still the parent.
That's right.
You know?
You can be the friend, but be the parent.
Right.
Well, I'm proud of you guys. Thanks so much for coming back. Thanks. All right, coming up, one of my favorite little guys. He was quite a character. We'll find out if Mason has stopped chucking Barbies.
And you'll hear more of Dr. Phil's advice to this Sarasota family on tomorrow morning's show that airs at 10 on 10. He'll also tackle more serious issues, including how far is too far for young girls when they're entering pageants.
And throughout the month of November, we'll be talking with Dr. Phil about issues from family, relationships, and raising children. We'll bring you those every day this month.
That's right. He's very interesting, too, and he talks specifically about the Tampa Bay area. Very knowledgeable.
Has all the stats ready to go.
Don't miss that. In the meantime, for today, that's Life Around the Bay.
Now here's Sue and Reggie with 10 News at 6 o'clock.
She's wearing thong underwear. And I don't feel that any 11-year-old needs to be wearing thong underwear. I've noticed that when Victoria and I are out and about, that a lot of men are looking at Victoria. And I'm not talking about 16-year-olds, I'm talking about, grown men.
All right, Sally is worried that rap music is causing her 11-year-old daughter Victoria to dress too sexy too soon. She says it makes her sick when she sees grown men staring at her little girl. Take a look.
My name is Sally. I have a daughter named Victoria who is 11 going on 21. About 4 to 6 months ago, she started rolling down her shorts. I thought, oh, it's no big deal, wearing her shorts to social events.
I like it because I think it makes me look better.
She started wearing eyeshadows really caked on, and so I try to tell her, that's really overkill, and you can't go out looking like that.
Most of the time, I just think that it's my face, and it's my body, my clothes, my makeup. So let me wear it.
She's wearing thong, and I don't feel that any 11-year-old needs to be wearing thong underwear.
All my friends wear thongs. I like when the thong is showing sometimes, because other people do it, and that's like in.
Where are you going? Mom! Not like that, you're not, young lady. Why not? Because it's totally inappropriate. I really do see the influence of rap culture on Victoria. Everything from the music she's bringing home to some of the makeup that I consider as extreme.
Victoria comes into my room the other day with this chain around her neck, one that's been on the garage floor for a really long time, but she's turned it into a necklace.
I think that my mom is old-fashioned. She's just an adult and she just doesn't get it.
I've noticed that when Victoria and I are out and about, that a lot of men are looking at Victoria, and I'm not talking about 16-year-olds, I'm talking about, you know, grown men. I don't think Victoria has a clue as to the message that she's sending out.
I don't think that I just look sexy.
I'm not wearing a bra. It's just
I think that she is kind of cutting off my chance to be individual and be myself instead of wearing everything that she wants me to wear.
It's really, really deeply distressing to me, and I don't want to see Victoria taken advantage of.
Well, I have the same question for you that I asked a minute ago. If you don't want her wearing this stuff, why are you buying it
I don't
for
buy
her?
it, Dr. Phil.
Well, where does she get it?
She gets it from her friends, and she readily admits that. They trade clothes all the time. I've asked her not to do it.
Okay, then why do you let her wear it?
I don't. I don't. That's why I'm here. That's the fight. You know, it's a constant battle, and I'd like to find a way to resolve it without fighting about it all the time and arguing about it.
Well, that's great. If you got, and I hope we can come to something amicable about this. I mean, I really do. But who's running this family? Are you running the family?
Exactly. Yes.
Are you running the family?
Yes.
Because you are a cute little girl, but the key word in there is little girl. Okay? And for you to be allowing her to do this is insane.
The fact that she wants to dress like this really, really bothers me. I don't dress like this. My teenager doesn't dress like this. We don't buy her these clothes, and we don't condone her wearing this sort of thing in any shape or form. We allowed it for the show because it's what she likes.
I think that they're my clothes and I should be able to wear them, and that's what I like. So
You said it's your face, your body, and your clothes, so you want to do what you want to do. Well, let me tell you something. It's not your face, it's not your body, and they're not your clothes when you're 11 years old. When you're 11 years old, your mom is responsible. Your mom is responsible for what you do and how you do it. And you cannot blur the boundaries between who's the mother and who's the child. You cannot make your goal to be her friend and be popular with her in order that you don't tell her anything she doesn't want to hear. And you cannot, absolutely unequivocally, cannot give in to her being upset because she doesn't like something that you tell her to do.
That's right.
You are the mother, and you have to lay down the law and say, tell you what, girl, we're not going to do this. Get that off your eyes.
That's
Get
right.
that off your face.
That's right.
Take those clothes back to your friend. And if she gets unhappy with that, then she can just get over it. Because that's part of being a parent. You do what you have to do when you have to do it.
Exactly, but what do you do, Dr. Phil, when taking away the friends, the telephone, the computer, the television, the stereo, and grounding still doesn't work? We lay off her for about a week. We don't wear the friends' clothes. We don't cake on the makeup. Next thing I know, she's going out the door looking like a nice little girl. She comes back with all the makeup on, different clothes.
But
That's
you
where
know
I am
what
right
you
now.
do? You raise the price of poker every time. You know, I've been, I've worked in litigation for years, and I've been on a witness stand where the judge says, you say another word, I'm going to fine you $10,000 a word. And I guarantee you, a conversation dried right up. You know, you just raise the price of poker until it gets there. She's got to know, if you were grounded for a week and you went out and came home looking like you didn't leave, next time it's 2 weeks. You go out and come back looking like you didn't leave, next time it'd be 3 weeks. You go out and then so now she's going out twice a year. You know, pretty soon she's going to figure out this just won't work. But you got to put down some boundaries and you got to own it. And I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm sure you're going to be in that limo going back to the airport just hating on me full time. But that's okay. I don't have to be your friend either. I'm just telling you the truth as I see it, and you're saying, how do we do this so she's not upset? Let her get upset.
Well,
She'll
she
get
does.
over it.
Right.
She's 11 years
Right.
old. Short answer to a very important question. All right. Coming up, she's only 12 and already the star of this website run by her own mother. Is this too sexy too soon? I'll tell you what I think in a minute, as though you can't guess. Look, she cannot see around corners. And she's not being a bad kid. She just can't predict the consequences.